I'm sorry, your code. Reach the Stretch Internet Broadcast Studio. Please enter your 4-digit code now. Your code has been accepted. Your broadcast will begin in 5 seconds.
And a pleasant good evening and welcome to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium on the campus of Missouri Valley College, where tonight the Vikings take on the Evangel Crusaders. Glad to have you with us tonight. And the Crusaders come in with a record of 7-11 in conference play. The Vikings are 6-11, and the Vikings do have a victory over the Crusaders in the first time they played earlier in the year in Springfield. Joe had a chance to visit with Leon Neal moments ago. Tim Dixon joins us before this game with the Crusaders, and Coach, we played them earlier in the year in Springfield. Got a nice win down there.
Yeah, it's always a tough place to play, and anytime you can get a road win in this conference, it's a good thing for us. So tonight they're playing a little better, and we're playing a little better, so it should be another exciting game. Went down the wire last game in Springfield.
You know, we lost to Baker, but I thought your team played really well. That's a tough place to play against a national tournament caliber team.
Yeah, and it's funny, my wife thinks we played well, and everybody thinks we played well, and I think I'm the only one who doesn't think we played very well. So, we did some nice things, and we just got to make sure we're consistent in all 4 quarters today, and I think if we do that, we'll be okay. And, defensively, I think we're doing all right, even though Baker shot the lights out. It'll be kind of, I think, a defensive battle today. Both of us are in the top, I think, 5 in the conference standings in regards to defense. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll come out on top.
Swanson, big gal inside. She can get it done if you let her get the ball down there, can't she?
Yeah, we'll let her catch it, and she's been doing pretty well this year, and I think if we can just let her catch it, maybe just stay behind her and get our hands up. She sometimes struggles to finish with that. So, if we have to, we'll front her later in the game, but we're going to start out just playing behind and playing good post defense.
All right, Coach, let's go get it. It's a busy week. Let's get this one.
Yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully we'll come out with a W today.
Okay, chatting now with a women's coach, Evangel women's coach, Leon Neal. And, Coach, your team playing pretty well lately. You've won 3 of your last 4 conference games.
Yeah, we put some wins together. I think we just, we're trying to get some consistency. And I think that's what's been our, kind of our downfall. We're still trying to, find ourselves. We've been working hard, and we've lost a lot of close games. And so I think that, we've got to continue to work hard. We got to do some things, better. And obviously this is the last stretch for everybody, because the conference is starting to wind down. So we're looking forward to trying to get a lot better than we played it, hopefully, in our last game, for sure.
Well, you talk about a lot of close games. I'm guessing you have had a lot of close games, because I think you're averaging 64 points a game, but you're only giving up 62, so your girls are really playing pretty good defense overall.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. We've defensively, we've been playing well, and we've been in a lot of close games, and I think that, sooner or later, I look at those and say, hey, we're going to start winning some of those. And so we just got to maintain our confidence in our defense and not let ourselves give up on our defense and start doing things, out of the ordinary.
Well, you played Missouri Valley in Springfield back before Christmas. Very close game. You talk about close games. That one was 71-67, a game that went right down to the wire. You and Valley very close in the conference standing, so it's always kind of a battle when you two get together.
Yeah, it has, and Valley's a really good team, and I think we just match up well, and it comes down to that. And our matchups are evenly. We kind of mirror each other, talent-wise. So it usually comes down to one of those games.
All right, so there you have both coaches. And let's take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for the Evangel Crusaders, Taylor Longley, 5'6" senior, averaging 12.6 a game. Allison Swanson, 6'3" senior. Regine Brown, a 5'11" senior. Samantha Williams, 5'11" senior. And Randy Hancock, a 5'8" sophomore in the starting lineup. The Vikings go at the point tonight with Dasha Ivanova, the 5'6" junior out of Kursk, Russia, by way of Moberly Area Community College. And Tessa Ramsey, the Australian, 6'2" sophomore. Deidre McCoy, 5'8" junior out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. Ashley Ward, also our Springdale, Arkansas, at 5'8" senior in the starting lineup. And Veronica Petkova, the 5'10" junior. So there you have the starting lineup. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, and Human Service Division of Missouri Valley College. For the private use of our audience, any retransmission or the use of the content of this broadcast without the express written consent of Missouri Valley College is prohibited. A big thanks to everyone at Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram for providing transportation to the Viking Sports Network crew, and we're on the road. And we are ready for basketball tonight. Joe, this is a big one for the Viking women.
Well, it is, Ken. I've got to apologize. I'm hoarse tonight. Don't have the best voice in the world. But, yeah, this is the Vikes won in Springfield, 71-67. A game went right down to the wire, so let's see if we can get one here on the home
We're
court.
both battling cold, so let's see. We're not alone. I think half the state of Missouri is battling.
That late night we spent in Baldwin City the other night.
Some kind of a bug. Here's a pass inside. Shot is blocked by Ramsey as the shot was taken by Randy Hancock. And the Vikings have the ball. Here comes Didi on the run. And she may have traveled.
Yeah, she
went right into Samantha Williams. Samantha went straight up, and Didi shuffled the feet.
Well, nice to see, though, Didi taking the ball to the rack. You want her to get into the offense, want her to be aggressive, and she did. She just shuffled the feet that time.
So no score. Both teams have enjoyed one possession underneath the Swanson, and she scores. And we remember that for the game in Springfield. Allison Swanson had a big game early in that one. She is 6'3" and put that one in with the left hand.
Got to get some help on her with her on the weak side on defense down low.
Here's Petkova, drives left side under the basket, gives it to Ward. Her layup is good, and Ashley Ward, she loves that inside low block position, and she is quite a roll the last 6 or 7 games.
Good pass by Petkova. She created the play.
Regine Brown. In it comes to Swanson. Back out to Regine. Her shot no good. Petkova battles for the rebound, but is taken away. Flipped up with the left hand by Williams. Won't go. Offensive rebound, however. Now the Crusaders will reset the offense. Here's a drive underneath. They get it inside the lane to Swanson, but Didi takes it away from her.
Just
McCoy.
wrestled it away that time.
McCoy in the lane. Kicks it out to Ivanova, who will hand it off to Petkova. McCoy on the left wing, drives down the middle. Off it comes to Ramsey, fumbles the ball, but picks it up, gives it to Petkova. Petkova right wing, stops, puts up about a 12-footer. It's an air ball, and the rebound is pulled down by Samantha Williams. Williams quickly to Longley, up to Regine Brown. She goes through traffic, misses it. Rebound Ramsey. Both teams a little cold in the early going. It's 2-2, and we've played a couple of minutes. So McCoy now will work it up the right side. Didi starts to drive, stops there, fakes the three, gives it out front to Petkova. Petkova, one dribble, and finds Ramsey, puts it on the floor. Back to Ivanova, around a screen by Ramsey, knocked away. Petkova reached down to pick it up, wisely let it go, and the Vikings will have it with 6 on the shot clock.
Ken, Deidre McCoy, a big game on Monday night out at Baker. She had 23 points, and I thought played even better on defense than she did on the offensive end.
Viking women lost that game, but as you heard Coach say, we all thought they played well. Everyone except the coach and staff thought they could have played better. And here's an offensive foul. Well, on Didi.
Yep.
On Deidre McCoy. Tried to drive inside. That's the first foul of the game. We won't have video, but we'll have audio for you Saturday. We'll head on the road back to Olathe, Kansas this time, in the state of Kansas, to take on Mid-America Nazarene, 2 and 4 o'clock games. Regine Brown drives baseline. Now a little step back, about a 7-footer from the baseline, hit it. Nice move. Regine Brown has her first 2, and it's 4-2 Crusaders.
Ken, we've called her name a lot in the last 3 or 4 years.
Have. Into the corner to Ivanova. Ivanova out front to Petkova. Petkova around the screen by Ramsey. Now gives it back to Ramsey. She's bumped. Fires a 15-footer. Too strong. Rebound. Petkova puts it in. Might have got away with a little push, but she got the offensive rebound and scored. We're tied at 4.
Did what so many good offensive rebounders do, that little shove in the back down low where nobody can see it.
Longley, high lob pass inside to Swanson. Turns, kicks it back out to Longley. Into the corner to Brown. They go right back underneath, trying to get it to Williams. Ball may have been tipped by Petkova. Nonetheless, it's a turnover. Ivanova now working against Longley. Gets it into the forecourt. Backs away. Keeps the dribble alive. Fires in the corner to Petkova. Fakes the 3. Gets it back from Petkova on the right wing. Now drives baseline. She'll put up a 10-footer from the baseline. Won't go. Swanson with a rebound. And gives it off to Hancock. Hancock on the run. Regine Brown steps inside off the glass, and she has 4. And Regine always seems to play well against us.
Well, that was a nice move that time. She kind of went down the right baseline, but what she did, she squared up so she could use the backboard and made that a very nice shot.
Haley Meyer will check into the game, the 6'2 sophomore out of Moscow Mills, near Troy, Missouri. Petkova holds it on the wing. Mackenzie Farmer will come in for the Crusaders as the horn sounds. As the ball went out of bounds, it'll still belong to the Vikings. So Didi's going to check out quickly. And Meyer will be over. Didi kind of sprained her ankle in that
I didn't
Baker
notice
game.
that, but I heard she did. Yeah.
Right toward the end of the game. Remember, she came out late, and it's not a bad sprain, but it's enough that she probably won't be playing the entire game tonight. Here is a drive, right side by Ashley Ward. She scores and is fouled. She'll head to the line.
And I tell you, I don't know anybody in the conference that's any better at going to the basket than Ashley Ward. She's really developed that part of her game, and she's a real weapon on offense now, averaging 13.4. But would you say she's been averaging the last several games?
17 points a game in the last 6.
Yep.
And hits the free throw. And the Vikings, with that torrid free throw percentage the other night, they only missed 2. They continue to lead the league in free throw percentage, and they're 1 for 1 tonight. Here's the pass into Swanson with the left hand. Boy, that was easy. Got it to Swanson, just flipped it up off the glass with the left hand, and it's 8-7. Crusaders with the lead.
Allison stands 6'3". She's a force inside.
Ward out front to Petkova. Petkova. Baseline, stops, nowhere to go. Fires it all the way out to Ivanova. Now underneath the Ward, drives through traffic and scores again. She just flipped the double team and laid it off the glass. 9-8 Vikings. She has 7 of those points.
They have no answer for Ashley right now.
Here's a pass into Swanson. Turns, high post, kicks it back out top of the key. Swing it around to Longley. The Crusaders, here's a high arching 3 that won't go, but offensive rebound and putback by Swanson. She has 6 early points. It's 10-9. And Devin Swisegood, the Salisbury senior, ready to come in to see if she can handle Miss Swanson. Ivanova, baseline. Gives it out front for Meyer. Now around to Ward. Ward drives again off the glass. This one hits the bottom of the backboard.
It's too far underneath that time.
It's picked up by Taylor Longley. Longley on the run. Stops in front of the Viking bench. There's the lob underneath to Swanson. Kicks it back out. 3 on the way. This one rims in and out. Long rebound comes out to Ward. That shot was missed by Farmer. 4:14 to go, first quarter. High post. Good head and shoulder fake. Driving to the basket and scoring. Tessa Ramsey, nice move. And it's 11-10 Valley.
Yeah, Tessa put that ball to the deck, showed good agility, went right down that right lane and did a good job using the backboard to bank it in.
Farmer, there's the lob into Swanson. Turns off the glass. This one goes in. She has 8. It's 12-11. Well, there's no secret what they're going to do. Get it to the big gal.
They're getting the ball into her too easily right now.
And she's on that low block, just turns, uses the glass, and scores. Petkova. Now to Meyer. She'll turn 15-footer. Got it. Good shooter, Haley Meyer's first bucket. And seesaw back and forth. It's 13-12 Valley.
Hey, guess what? It's close. It always is between these two.
Taylor Longley to Farmer. Farmer drives down the middle all the way with the left hand. Scores. It is fouled by Ramsey. That was a nice move by Mackenzie Farmer. And the foul will come up on Ramsey, her first. It is 14-13 Crusaders, and they'll be at the line. And wholesale substitutions. Allison Gerald comes in. I mentioned Swisegood in for the Vikings.
McCoy
Deidre's
back in for the Vikings.
And also coming in, I believe, is Maddie Johnson.
Right. So Farmer a chance to complete the three-point play. That was a nice left-handed shot that time by her.
And she can't get the free throw. However, the Vikings do not get the rebound. Offensive rebound and underneath. Regine Brown wide open, so it turns into a 4-point play. Missed that rebound on a free throw, and bad things usually happen, and it did there. It's 16-13, 3 minutes to go in a fast-moving first quarter. McCoy off to Ivanova on the wing right side. Puts it on the floor with the left hand. Nice change of dribble. Fires up a shot that won't go. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by whom? I think it's going to say out Paige Patterson.
I think we might have got a break right there.
Leon Neal thought it was off of Swisegood.
I would have to agree with him on that particular play.
Said it was off Paige Patterson. So here's the pass into Swisegood, top of the key, off to Petkova. Holds it high overhead into Didi. Didi turns, little fade away from about 3 in the lane. She just turned on her gal and little fade away and knocked it down, her first bucket. 16-15, Vikings trail by 1.
Didi, I think, drained a couple threes in that game out of Baker the other night. That was good to see.
Johnson kicks it out. 3 on the way. This one no good. Rebound, Haley Meyer. The Vikings can lead. Haley's going to bring it up the right side with a dribble. And she'll stop. They don't guard her. I thought she was going to take the shot. Underneath the Swisegood, wide open. And she scores. Her gal, Paige Patterson, slow to get up court. So Swisegood scores. And the Vikings regain the lead, 17-16.
Good strong turn by Devin that time.
Kick this one top of the key to Farmer. Lob it underneath. Back into the corner, just inside the three-point line. That shot won't go. Rebound McCoy. Took it away from Regine Brown.
And she literally took it away.
Here comes Didi weaving away up court all the way to the basket. She's fouled. And the foul is going to be called on Allison Gerald. And that is her first, and McCoy will go to the line.
Regine Brown had that last offensive rebound. Didi just got a hand in there and just completely wrestled it away. I think took part of Regine's arm with her, but got the ball. That's the main thing.
Well, let's see if she can knock these down. First free throw is good. And she'll have another one as Ashley Ward gets ready to check back in. First one was good by McCoy. Second one is good. And Joe, I'll say it now. That's 21 straight free throws that she has made.
Wow.
The last free throw she missed was at the end of the regulation in Culver.
Wow.
She said she was in the gym the next day. She's now made 21 straight.
Yeah, that's dedication. That's commitment. That's staring adversity in the face.
I wanted to talk about that, but not before she shot first free throw. Now here's Regine Brown, got the ball, a very high dribble. And so she is called for what they call palming the basketball, if you will. So the Vikings get it back with a 19-16 lead.
Ken, I think the Vikes on about a 6-0 run right now.
Looking pretty good. Vikings have the basketball. Now, 3-second call on Valley as Longley comes back in, and so does Farmer, or excuse me, Allison Swanson.
We've got to see maybe the Vikes can do the job on Allison Swanson. She's off to a great start. She's got 8 points already.
I know where she gets her height. I saw her mom walk in before the game. She's sitting across from us in black. She's blonde like her daughter, and she's about 6'2".
Is she that tall? I see her sitting over there. I know
tall.
who you're talking about. I saw her in Springfield.
I don't know if she's 6'2", but I know that's where her daughter gets her height. Here's the turnaround by Swanson. Missed it. Rebound Petkova. That's her first miss, I believe. Petkova with it. Vikings up by 3. 1:18 to go. And now almost throw it away, but Meyer trucks it down. Now Petkova, top of the key. Drives right down the middle all the way to the basket. Missed it. Hit the bottom of the rim with it. Good idea. Missed it. Farmer with a rebound. Longley the other way for the Crusaders. Looks inside for Swanson. Not there. They're going to fire a 3. It won't go. Offensive rebound. Farmer. Scoop shot. No good. Swanson with a rebound. Fouled by Swisegood.
That's Devon's first. And, you know, Ken, this is a big game for both these teams. I mean, Evangel comes in with a record of 7-11 in conference play. The Vikings a half game back at 6-11. So, you know, it's key for both teams.
Here's a shot from Longley from the corner, won't go, and the rebound comes down to Meyer. Vikings up by 3, 48 seconds to go. Quickly, they give it up to Boyd Lockett. She'll drive all the way to the basket, and the ball is tipped away from her at the last moment, out of bounds into the Viking cheerleaders.
That was a good defensive play by one of the Crusaders, because otherwise Alexis Boyd Lockett had a wide open layup.
Get it in now to the Troy product, Haley Meyer. Down to 39 seconds, 19 on the shot clock. Boyd Lockett on the wing right side. Puts it on the floor. Stops the dribble. Baseline, kicks it back out to Swise. Good top of the key. She looked inside for the pass, not theirs. To the long three, up and good by Boyd Lockett as the shot clock was winding down. 22-16 Valley.
Very, very big shot right there, and just exactly what the Vikings needed. Biggest lead of the game, 6 points.
Top of the key. Now we're down to 10 seconds. Regine Brown around a screen, goes all the way right side and scores. She just went around a screen by Swanson and scored. She has 8. Down to 3, down to 2, 22-18. Here's a shot from about 40 feet out, and it goes in for Sierra Adams.
Wow.
She came across half court, and she took 2 dribbles and let it fly, and it banked it in. So that's a 3 for Sierra Adams. About a 40-footer is all that was.
Coach Leon Neal of Evangel has seen that song and dance before. It was DJ Jenkins that nailed one. That was a game winner, though, down in Springfield about 2 or 3 years ago.
So, good way to end the first quarter, 25-18. The Vikings with the lead on that three-pointer by Sierra Adams. In the first quarter, the Vikings shot 60%, 10 out of 16, 2 of 2 from 3, including about a 44-footer. And for the Evangel Crusaders, 43%. They were 9 out of 21. The Vikings 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. So good start.
Well, you look at Evangel, 16 of their 18 points were scored by Allison Swanson and Regine Brown. They both had 8, so Vikes need to stop them. But I thought a very good first quarter by the Vikings. Anytime you can score 25 in a quarter, that's good. And that long shot by Adams right at the buzzer kind of capped everything off.
And that's a shot. Usually see someone throw at the basket, doesn't go in, but she just kept going. She got by midcourt, took about 2 steps and let it fly. So I'm guessing around a 40-foot shot or so. Of course, half-court shot would be 47 feet, so she knocked that down, and we'll take it.
That's one she'll tell her grandkids about one of these days.
Yeah, she'll take that.
And it'll be even longer when
she'll say,
tells the story.
It'll be three-quarter shot, about a 70-footer.
Anyway, it was a game winner, too.
So, 25-18, Vikings with the ball. And a nice lead as we head into the second quarter. Good first quarter. Here's Petkova, cut off by Swanson, back out front. Now they're swinging around to Ward to Adams. Adams to Ward, drives right side. Back out front to Adams. Around to Boyd Lockett, 7 on the shot clock. Boyd Lockett drives left side, takes it in. Little teardrop, won't go. And Regine Brown with the rebound. Off it comes to Longley. Longley takes it quickly down court. Gives it out front. And Regine's going to try a triple. It goes, and I tell you, Regine Brown, one of those players, when she plays against the Vikings, she loves to play against Valley.
She averages 8.4 points a game. She's already got 11 in this game, and we're only a minute into the second quarter.
Who's the gal from CMU that does the same thing? I can't think of her name right now.
Oh, yeah.
Ball tipped away from Ward.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, too.
But we'll see her next Saturday.
Fine, I'll find her name for you. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
She has about 35 points every time they play.
She just had a huge game against us down there.
Sierra Adams gives it into Anna Trost. Trost back to Adams. Sierra gives it to Trost. Can't hang on to it. Ball off the leg of one of the Crusaders. Picked up, however, by Adams. Now Petkova drives inside. Her little shot won't go. Rebound Swanson. Hangs on to it. And we'll give it off to the point guard, Taylor Longley. 25-21. Regine Brown working against Ward. Lobs it underneath. And again, they get it inside, but this time Swanson can't hit it. However, offensive rebound. Longley puts up a 15-footer and missed it. Right from the free throw line, wide open, missed it. And a Tross with a rebound, gives it off to Boyd Lockett.
Lady you're thinking of is Lexi Moe.
Thank you. She is incredible against the Vikings. Now the Vikes get it inside to Ward. Ward, nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Petkova. Off to Ward. And officials timeout as Boyd Lockett may have hit a knee or a hip or Like she was in a little bit of pain, so if one of the officials took a timeout. 16 on the shot clock, 8:13 to go here in the first half.
We'll be on the road Saturday afternoon to take on Mid-America. And I tell you, Ken, their women have had kind of a tough sledding year lately. They were undefeated for the first half of the season, but boy, they've really kind of fallen on hard times here during the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Team that's rolling will play next Wednesday. Benedictine women have won 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Here's into Petkova, just inside the free throw line. Her shot won't go. Good defense by the Crusaders on that possession. And the rebound pulled down by Williams. Off to Longley. Didi's going to check back in. Into Swanson. Tries to fire a pass in the corner. It's tipped away by Petkova. It'll still belong to the Crusaders with 19 on the shot clock. 7:49 to go in the first half. Longley checks out.
McCoy comes back in for the Vikings. Randy Hancock checks back into the Evangel lineup.
And a Trost will come out. Regine Brown already in double figures. Gets the ball in to Maddie Johnson. Johnson, free throw line. Back out to Regine. Regine, there's the lob inside. They get it to Swanson. She was double teamed. The ball tipped away as Didi came over to help out on the double team. Knocked it out of bounds. Crusaders still have it. 8 on the shot clock.
That's exactly what you've got to do on her. Get some help and double team her.
So the Crusaders get it into Brown. Baseline shot. Hits the side of the backboard. It goes out of bounds. Not one of her best efforts. And the Vikings take over. Boyd Lockett will work it up into the forecourt against Randy Hancock.
Mike's been stuck on 25 since that three by Sierra Adams to end the first quarter.
Yep, we're about 3 minutes into the second quarter, and they yet to score in this quarter. Now, here's Ward. She puts up a shot, won't go. Swanson with the rebound. Swanson comes in averaging 8.4 rebounds a game, not hurting that average so far in this one. Out front to Williams. Right side to Johnson. Back into the corner. Top of the key. Here's a three. It's good. Guess who? Regine Brown. A big first half for her, and it's a 1-point game.
14 points for Regine already.
Boyd Lockett works that right side right in front of Leon Neal. Fires it back out to McCoy. Didi's going to try a 15-footer and hit it.
Like to see that.
They kind of back away thinking she's going to drive in the lane. She just stopped, put it up from the left elbow.
She's got a nice touch from the outside.
Annetta Peterson will check in at the next opportunity. Brown into Swanson. Swanson backs her way in. Oh, fantastic acting job by Veronica
Petkova. With not much contact there.
Fantastic acting job. And the official calls the charge on Allison Swanson.
You would think by Veronica's reaction that she was hit full steam ahead that time. Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite a.
And did she yell? Oh!
Oh yeah, probably yelled. I mean, she went straight down.
Yep.
And got the call. So the Vikes will take it, 27-24. Peterson in, gives it off to Adams. Adams, one dribble, off to Didi, loses it, picks it up by the hash mark on the far side of the court. And we have probably a 3-second call, I'm guessing, on one of the Vikings in the lane. So 27-24, the ball comes back to the Crusaders. 6 minutes to go and a half. Lob into Swanson, turns, faces the basket, now gives it. Here's a shot off the glass, driving in the lane is Samantha Williams, her first bucket. And it's 27-26. This one's tightening up again. Didi McCoy slows things down at the top of the key. Still with the dribble, works the left side. Still with the dribble, now stops, goes to Petkova, high post. Swanson comes out to guard her, 5:30 to go. Petkova takes it right in at Swanson, who blocked that one out of bounds. Well, good idea, but Swanson held her ground, went straight up, got a nice block.
Well, it looks like, at least for right now, Evangel doing a pretty good job on Ashley Ward. Ashley had 7 points right off the bat to start the game. It hasn't scored for the last quite a few minutes, so let's see if we can get her untracked again.
Petkova comes out for, I think, the first time in this game, and Haley Meyer's back in. Meyer, top of the key, good shooter, lets it fly, hits a three. She's 2 for 2, a 2-pointer, now a 3-pointer, and it's 30-26 Valley.
And that shot clock was winding down that time, Ken. That was a good shot by Haley.
Hancock tries to go into Swanson, and coming up to help out again is McCoy, and she knocks it away. I don't think that gal gets tired. She could probably play both games tonight.
Her ankle doesn't look too bad to me.
I think she can play both games tonight. Johnson, round a screen, kicks it in the corner. Longley will try a three. It won't go. McCoy with the rebound. Edie averages 6.4 rebounds a game. As Tessa Ramsey ready to come back in. McCoy gave up the dribble to the top of the key. High post to Meyer, who gives it on the give and go to Ward. Drives right side and scores. Nice bounce pass, nice layup, 32-26.
Great backdoor cut by Ashley Ward, and what a nice pass by Haley Meyer. Nice bounce pass, led her perfectly.
Into Swanson. She turns and misses the shot. However, the follow no good. Swanson gets it back. She misses. And the rebound, McCoy in traffic. She slips, goes to the floor. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Crusaders.
I think Allison Swanson gave Dee Dee McCoy, so maybe that's a payback for that charging foul she got a few minutes ago. But she gave Dee Dee a pretty good shove. Dee Dee went down. The ball went off her hand out of bounds.
So, 4:28 to go. McCoy comes back out. The ball's going to belong to the Crusaders. They trail by 6, 32-26. Into Swanson at the high post. Swanson holds it, tries to go back door, and Ward steps in front, picks it up. Here comes Ashley Ward into the forecourt. Gives it off to Peterson. Peterson back to Ward, top of the key, drives inside the lane, back to Peterson. Peterson around a screen by Ramsey, takes it all the way to the baseline, puts it up, won't go. Rebound Swanson. Double team, but she gets it out of there to Maddie Johnson. Johnson pushes it up the right side. 4 minutes to go in the half. Good defense by Sierra Adams. There's the lob inside to Swanson. She can't hang on to it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Crusaders. Vikings get it back. Ivanova will check in now, and Paige Patterson will be in for the Crusaders. Vikings have it. Joe looking for their biggest lead of the night.
Yep.
Right here.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well. Playing very good defense right now. Getting good help on the big girl, Swanson.
Meyer drives right side, takes it baseline, kicks it back to Peterson. Now to Ramsey, top of the key, off to Ivanova. Ivanova, one dribble. To Ramsey, back to Ivanova, fakes the three, goes to the free throw line, puts up the 15-footer, won't go. Ward with the rebound, puts it up. It rolls off with the left hand. Ooh, almost a very good putback by Ward. Missed it, and a foul's going to be called.
Is that on Tessa Ramsey, I think, maybe, I'm not sure.
Ashley thinking, man, that was an easy one. I should have had that one.
So Ramsey's got 2 fouls now. And she's going to come out, I think, as Veronica Petkova gets set to check into the Viking lineup.
That's only the first foul of the second quarter on Valley, and Crusaders only have 2. Farmer gives it off underneath. Nice job. Nice pass, a bounce pass right to Paige Patterson. Laid it in from the left side, 32-28. Not many stoppages in play in this one.
No, it's moving right along. It's been a pretty quick first half. Under 3 minutes to go before intermission.
Ivanova around a screen by Ward. Takes it strong left side, puts it up. Shot was blocked, and a foul. And they're going to call the foul.
Is it Gerald?
Gerald, her second.
Yep, Allison Gerald.
And that puts Ivanova to the free throw line. Dasha has not scored in this game. Ivanova's free throw is no good. Dasha is an 85% free throw shooter, but she missed that one.
And Ken, you look at it, all but 6 of Evangel's points right now have been scored by either Regine Brown or Allison Swanson.
Dasha misses both. That's very rare for the Vikings to miss a couple of free throws. In fact, they only missed 2 out of 28 the entire game Monday night at Baker. 32-28. Vikings staying in a man-to-man defense. They give it back now to Gerald. Excuse me, off to Johnson. Now they work it down to Farmer. Farmer double teams off the glass and scored. That was a tough shot over Petkova. Farmer has 4.
Farmer's pretty shifty down around that basket.
And now Tim wants a timeout. So the Vikings had a 6-point lead with the ball, a chance to go up 8. And now it's a 2-point game. As I looked across the way, I see Steve Jenkins and Darlene Arnett. So Darlene's giving the game plan to Coach Jenkins tonight. He probably, Coach Jenkins got off the bus and said, Darlene, we're playing here in about an hour. What's the game plan tonight?
They've been talking for quite a while, too. I've been watching them up on that top deck. And Steve Jenkins, what a veteran he is. He's been around a long time. Of course, Darlene Arnett, been around Valley for quite a while, and she's a very valuable member of the Valley staff. So they're a couple of good people there. Steve, a Hall of Fame coach. He's in the Missouri State or Missouri Sports Hall of Fame and very deserving.
Taking a quick look at the shooting percentages, the Vikings are now shooting 48%, 44% for the Crusaders. So both teams doing a nice job from the free throw line, or rather from the field. Ramsey, baseline, left side, fires it out to Petkova, and we have a foul away from the ball, a hold on Maddie Johnson. Her first and the 14th foul. So with 2:19 to go in the half, the next one, the Vikings will be shooting 2. Ivanova to inbound it into Ramsey, top of the key. Turns, faces the basket, gets it underneath the Meyer. Haley off the glass, too strong. And the rebound is pulled down by Paige Patterson. Patterson quickly to Johnson, lobs it down baseline to Farmer. Tough shot, got it, really from behind the backboard, and is fouled. I mean, she had to angle that, Joe, around the corner of the backboard, hit it, and she's going to the line.
Yeah, I did not hit the backboard either. It was nothing but net. He has an eye. Mackenzie Farmer's really giving this team a lift. She's got 6 points now, and if she can knock down this free throw, she can give the Crusaders their first lead in a long time.
Well, that's 6 straight points by the Crusaders. Regine Brown is back in for the final 2:06. Now let's see what Farmer can do. That was a heck of a shot, and she gives her team the lead. What a lift coming off the bench. 33-32, 7 straight by the Crusaders here in the second quarter. Ivanova works that left side. Back out front to Meyer. Meyer, backdoor goes to Dede, misses the shot. Rebound by Tessa Ramsey, missed it. Dede gets it back and scores.
I think somebody whacked Dede in the face, but she went up, got the rebound, put it back in. So good job by Dede. Vikings back up by 1.
34-33, not for long as Regine Brown connects. And it's 35-34. Regine with 16 first half points.
Well, you know, you talk about Darlene Arnett up giving Coach Steve Jenkins a game plan. I saw just a minute ago she's showing him how to shoot that two-handed push shot that she shot back when she played the game.
There you go. Back when we played the game. And then I'd go show him how you got it out of the peach basket so they could play the next possession. All right. Vikings and the Crusaders. We've got a battle going on here. The 1-point lead for the Crusaders, 35-34. And they are shooting 47%, the Vikes 45%. So good ball game. Done what we expected. As you said earlier, when these two teams get together, we expect nothing less.
No, it's always close, and 71-67 when the two teams played down in Springfield early on.
A minute 32 to go as the Vikings bring it into the forecourt. Leave it off for Petkova. Whistle away from the ball. And this is on Regine Brown, holding out front. So that should be 2 shots for one of the Vikings. Regine picks up her first. Much to the dismay of Leon Neal, another long-time coach. First free throw, good.
Good job
by Ward. Vikings 4 out of 6. Ashley 2 out of 2. She's in double figures with 10. And hits them both. So Ashley Ward with 11. Again, she's been in the last 6 games averaging 17 points a game. On the year, 13.4. 1:18 to go, 36-35 Valley. Numerous lead changes in this game. Farmer off the bench has really played well. Has the ball, starts to drive right side. Now throws it away, trying to get it to Brown. Regine was in the corner, came out toward the hash mark, if you will, and the pass went toward the corner.
Yeah, Vikes need only a minute left, a little over a minute left in the first half. So Vikes need to close this out with a flurry if they can, get about a 5-6 point lead at halftime.
Petkova to Ward. Ward holds it high over her head. Now top of the key. Here's a long 3 by Haley Meyer. Maybe just a little out of her range.
Well, Haley didn't get her feet set that time. Shot that one a little bit too quickly. She's got range. She's good from that area, but just got to get her feet set.
So with 51 seconds to go, the Crusaders have it. Let's see how quickly they put up a shot, if they can get another possession or not. Regine Brown lobs it down low, and the ball tipped away and taken away by Ashley Ward. Ashley on the move. Petkova in the corner. Cut off there. Lobs it down to Didi. In traffic, puts up the shot. It's blocked, but a foul. And the foul is going to be called on Patterson, her first. Didi goes to the line.
You know, Didi so far tonight, 2 out of 2. She's got 8 points in the game, so she'll have a couple here.
Sierra Adams. Well, Sierra's coming in. Why not?
Yeah, near the end.
We need that 45-foot shot at the end of the half.
Near the end of the half.
Another free throw good for McCoy. Wow. 37-35 Valley.
I heard Coach Tim Dixon tell her, Sierra, go do your thing.
Go do your thing. Hit that 40-foot shot at the end of the half now. Good.
Yeah.
So that's 23 in a row now.
That's great. That's great.
53 straight free throws for the young lady from Hot Springs. Now Swanson will check in. She's going to replace Patterson. 38-35, Valley up by 3. And with 30 seconds to go, it looks like the Crusaders are going to slow things down. And they can't quite take the last shot, but it'll be within a second. Here's Swanson. Now she throws it right to Adams. Here's Adams. She's got the ball in her hands.
No, too much time left.
Now she brings it across the timeline with 15 seconds to go. Off to Anna Trost, who checked in. Trost back out front to Adams. Adams puts it on the floor. Gives it to Trost. She's going to try one. It won't go. And Ivanova saves it. No, she was on the end line. 2.2 seconds to go. 38-35. Vikings with the lead. Here's the pass. It's knocked away by Petkova. Swanson has it. Fires from half court, and she hit the top of the backboard. Thought, here we go again.
Yep.
38-35. The Vikings playing a pretty good first half. They have the lead. We'll be back.
Hey everyone. Let's all stop what we're doing right now and take a moment. That felt good, huh? Just like that, we had a nice special sort of moment together. Of course, they don't all need to be quiet moments to be special. They could be loud moments, goofy moments, sporty moments, dorky moments. Moments where we talk or walk or just hang out. It doesn't really matter. They all count. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. Sounds like somebody agrees. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Today, call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You're bringing your daughter to her favorite pop star's concert. Do you A, wear earplugs?
Isn't this fun, Dad?
I have a soft pretzel.
B, remember the moment with matching concert t-shirts?
That's going to be $180.
Or we can just take a photo.
C, show her how you used to do concerts.
We're going crowd surfing!
I can't. It's too heavy. Oh my God.
Or D, just roll with it.
Woo! Justin! Look at us! We're over here!
Justin! OMG! He just said, I love you, Justin! I love you!
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We're back to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium. Joe, good first half, 38-35, Vikings with the lead. How about the scoring of that first half?
Well, for the Vikings, Ken, 2 players in double figures, not surprising. There are 2 that are there quite a bit, but Ashley Ward leads away with 11. Ashley was 4 out of 7 from the floor, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Deidre McCoy also in double figures. Dee Dee had 10. She was 3 out of 4 from the floor, 4 out of 4 from the charity stripe. And then there was, let's see, looks like 5 points for Haley Meyer. Haley knocked down a triple from the head of the key. 3 points in the first half for Alexis Boyd-Lockett. She had a triple, as did Sierra Adams, who hit that big 3 right before the end of the first quarter, hit that one at the buzzer. So Adams and Lockett each had 3. And then 2 points each for Veronica Petkova, Tessa Ramsey, and Devin Swisegood for the Vikings. For Evangel, most of the scoring really by 2 different people. Regine Brown led the way with 16 points. Regine was 16. Allison Swanson, the big girl, had 8, but the Vikes did a pretty good job on her late in the second quarter. She had all 8 of her points in the first quarter, so the Vikes really kind of clamped down on her, got some backside help, got some double teams. So again, Regine Brown with 16, Allison Swanson with 8. 7 points for Mackenzie Farmer, who I thought really gave Evangel a good lift off the bench. 7 for Farmer, then 2 each for Samantha Williams and Paige Patterson. So again, it looks like 3 girls score all but 4 points for Evangel in the first half.
Yeah, and there's no question where they were going. And I'll tell you what, Farmer, I think, was the key. We knew what Swanson was going to do and what Regine Brown does against the Vikings, but I thought Mackenzie Farmer coming off the bench gave Leon's club a big lift.
Yes, she really did. The Vikings shot the ball pretty well, 14 out of 33 for 42.4%. They were 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, and just kind of another day at the office from the free throw line, 7 out of 9.
Yep. So, turnovers, let's see. 9 for Evangel. Only 4 for Valley, and that has been kind of an Achilles heel for Missouri Valley this year. They've had several games with plus 20 turnovers. I think one game they had 29. So, boy, Coach Dixon really has to be pleased with just the 4.
Well, and look at the rebounding, though. I didn't realize this, but Evangel has a 21-13 advantage in rebounding. I didn't see this coming. The Crusaders had 9 offensive rebounds, 3 by Samantha Williams, 3 also by Swanson.
Yeah, that one possession, I think they had 4 shots, but still, that's a pretty good advantage. We'll be back with more. We're at halftime, 38-35, Vikings lead.
People all over the country join AmeriCorps Vista to build their community while they build their career.
AmeriCorps Vista provides a huge network with a lot of different opportunities, so you can find the position that works for you. It's a great opportunity to meet friends. It's a great opportunity to learn job skills.
AmeriCorps Vista members address poverty through economic development, education, youth mentorship, and more.
What motivated me to join AmeriCorps Vista was really just being able to give back to the community which I represent.
We can all kind of work together, work to our strengths, and create this network.
It allows me to be giving back to the community. We are allowing our next generation to be sustained.
Learn how you can build your community and your career at AmeriCorps.gov/Vista. That's AmeriCorps.gov/Vista.
Great party, huh, guys?
Yeah, it is. So much fun.
I do say so myself. Hey, did you know that birthday parties actually help build confidence in kids?
Yeah, I did know that.
Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Right, of course.
Yeah, I knew that. Did you know that strollers have the right of way on sidewalks?
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, that's true. Did you know that friendly kids statistically have more friends?
Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
obvious.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Think I knew that.
No, you didn't.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Well, yesterday was National Signing Day, and of course at the NAIA level in football, your recruiting, Joe, continues. You're not done like the top school, the NCAA schools. They sign their players and then they're done. But it continues at this level with transfers, you know, and junior college players and that sort of thing. But yesterday, the Viking football program signed 38 student athletes from 6 different states, 23 signees in the state of Missouri. I don't have the list in front of me, but I know there's a player from Hannibal, Odessa, several other players from the NCMC conference, quite a few from St. Louis and Kansas City, 7 from Texas, 3 from Arizona, 2 from South Dakota, 2 from Florida, and 1 from Illinois. That's the early signing. Viking football team coming off the 2016 season, included 9-3 overall record and appearance in the NAIA football championship. Vikings also finished the season ranked number 13 in the coaches poll. So we'll have some comments. I see Coach Paul Troth is here tonight. And if he hangs around for the men's game, we'll get him to come down and talk about that a little bit. But again, that's just the start of signing for a football program. I did notice several, and again, I can't remember names or quite where they were from, but I did notice a couple running backs in the state of Texas, and it looked like 6 or 7 or 8 offensive and defensive linemen in the 270-pound and plus class.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that all works out.
Well, I tell you, the Vikings have a lot of talent returning off this year's team. If they can fill a few holes, they could be a very tough team.
Yeah.
We know they will be, but they could be very tough next year.
So that ought to be rather interesting to see how the Vikings fill that in with possibly a few transfers, and again with all the players coming back, and also the junior college players as we go. All right, here are the other games on the women's side tonight. William Penn is, Peru State is at Grandview tonight. Culver Stockton will be at Baker. Mid-American Nazarene at Benedictine tonight. Avalos at William Penn. CMU is at Graceland. And Mount Mercy will be at Clark tonight. And Baker is number 1. They're 16-2. Benedictine, again, home against Mid-American Nazarene. They're also 16-2. Baker's won 4 in a row, but those Benedictine Ravens, they have won 10 games in a row.
Yeah, they're pretty good, and we'll go out there Wednesday night. That's always a tough test. I talked to Leon Neal. They played Benedictine Monday, and he said they just shot lights out from the outside, the Ravens did. So they're always a good outside shooting team, always tough on their home court, and we'll get to see them on next Wednesday.
So the Vikings lead this one 38-35. Again, the Vikings continue their good free throw shooting. They lead they're 5th in the NAIA as far as free throw shooting, and they are number 1 in the conference. However, they've missed a couple here tonight, but they do have the lead 38-35. And Evangel is 7-11. The Vikings are 6-11, Joe. The Vikings have a win, so really big game. If you can win this one, you move ahead of them in the you tie them, you move ahead of them a half game in the standings, and you own both wins over them. So this is a big ball game.
Yeah, it is. And again, it's been a close game. I think the Vikings led by as much as 6 at one time. Evangel really they had about a 3 or 4 point lead early on, but the Vikes have been ahead most of the way, but Crusaders keep hanging around, and we expect it to stay that way until the end.
All right, we'll be back. Joe will call the second half in just a moment.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to ditch the car and start rollerblading to work.
I look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous!
You don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your organs on the black market.
Lie back. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, that hurts.
You don't need to rent out your apartment to drifters.
I made a fire with the wood in your bedroom.
That's my dresser!
And your closet door.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell all your belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
You're not wired to have a response to this sound. You're neutral to it. You hear it every time you finish a meal and never feel anything. But if we were able to associate this sound with a new stimulus, save the food, we've achieved pulling a natural response from you. Save the food? Why are we doing this, you may ask? Save the food because this ad is trying to change your after-meal behavior through brainwashing, because food waste costs the average family $1,500 a year. Save the food, cha-ching, and $1,500 extra bucks is like getting a pay raise. Save the food, cha-ching, you're promoted, which could pay for your child's braces. Save the food, cha-ching, you're promoted.
Check out my braces.
So when you hear this sound, rethink your behavior. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. For tips and recipes, visit SaveTheFood.com. Brought to you by NRDC and the Ad Council.
The player of the week on the women's side, Kristen Murphy of Benedictine, tallied a career-high point total among a pair of 20-point performances and leading the Ravens to a pair of road wins to remain tied atop the conference standings. So congratulations, Kristen Murphy. She is the player of the week on the women's side in the Heart of America Conference. Well, we had a good first half. Let's see what we can get done here. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, and Human Service Division of Missouri Valley College for the private use of our audience. Any retransmission or the use of the content of this broadcast without the express written consent, Missouri Valley College is prohibited. Big thanks to everyone at Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram for providing transportation. We're on the road covering Missouri Valley athletic events. Joe, you've got the second half.
And folks, I apologize to you, fighting the one injury that a broadcaster fears the most, a head cold that gets down into the vocal cords. But we'll tough it out here tonight. Got my game face on. But the Vikings lead it right now, 38-35. They've led a good part of the way. But again, these two teams, it's normally very close when they play. Starting for the Vikings, Dee McCoy, Ashley Ward, Tessa Ramsey, Veronica Petkova, Dasha Ivanova. The five that started the game. It's Evangel's ball to start the second half. Hancock gets it head of the key to Longley, skips on the right wing to Regine Brown. Now Allison Swanson to Farmer. And Swanson gets a one-on-one down low, goes right over the top of Veronica Petkova and bangs it in. So that's Allison's first point since the first quarter. She's got 10 in the game, makes it a one-point game. Now lob down low to Ashley Ward. Ashley throws one up off balance. A little bit of contact, though, no call. Here comes Evangel down by one. Hancock over to Longley. Longley didn't score. She's a leading scorer on this team, did not score in the first half. Now she sets the offense head of the key. Hands over to Williams. Now back to Hancock. Now Longley down to 6 on the shot clock. Into Swanson. She squares up, goes inside, puts it up. Missed it. Rebound Petkova. Here comes Veronica. And Veronica had it knocked out of bounds. So good defense by the Vikings. They doubled down that time on Allison Swanson. Allison missed the shots, and the Vikings have it back. 38-37 Evangel.
Well, let's see what I think the ball, I don't know, there's some discussion. Looks like the ball's going to belong to the Vikings. Ivanova's going to inbound it.
Vikes set up under their own basket. They get it out to Ramsey. Hands to Petkova, head of the key. Over to Ivanova, almost knocked away. Now Dasha goes to the baseline. Goes inside. Now there's a foul underneath.
Kick, I think just kick ball.
Just a kick, no foul.
Randy Hancock kicked it.
So the ball kicked out of bounds by Evangel. It'll stay with the Vikings. 8 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. Missouri Valley clinging to a 38-37 lead. Ivanova gets it into Ramsey. Dee McCoy. Dee fakes a shot, now drives inside, hands back to Petkova. 7 on the shot clock. Petkova, turnaround jump shot, rolls around the rim and comes off. Nice rebound by Williams. As that time, the rebound by Samantha Williams. Evangel can take the lead now as they bring it across, down by 1. Longley, right wing to Hancock. Deep three by Longley, head of the key. This one's short. Williams tries to track down the rebound, can't control it, goes out of bounds, back to the Vikings.
And Longley really has been off tonight. Her shots are not even close.
Well,
she's their leading scorer.
She averages almost 13 points a game, but has not scored in this game tonight. Don't count her out, though. We've got a lot of time left. Now lob down low to Ward. Ashley scoops it up and in. Good job as they get the ball down low to Ashley Ward. Ashley spins inside, give her 13, puts the Vikings back up by 3. There's a steal by Petkova. Veronica behind the back dribble. Goes inside. They're going to call an offensive foul. Veronica put it on the deck, went behind the back on the dribble, then ran over Regine Brown. So Veronica Petkova picks up her first foul. It's of the offensive variety. It'll be Evangel ball, 7:39 left to play in the quarter. Bob down low for Swanson, double team by the Vikings. Now Regine almost loses it, knocked away by Petkova. Longley brings it out, head of the key. She'll be picked up by Dee McCoy. Longley comes around a screen, hands back to Regine, her jumper in the air. This one misses. Nice rebound, Ashley Ward. So good defense by the Vikings that time. Ward down the baseline to McCoy. Dee puts up a baseline jumper, rolls around and comes off. Good look that time by Dee. Good look on the left baseline, just couldn't get it to go. Now lob down low to Swanson off the glass. Good defense that time, but Swanson gets the offensive rebound. There's one off the right wing. That's good. That's a 3. Speak of the devil, Taylor Longley. That's her first basket of the game. Longley drains a 3. We're tied at 40. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third.
7-2 run by the Crusaders to start the third quarter.
High post, it comes to Ramsey. Ramsey, right wing, McCoy. Dee cut off by Williams, now knocked out of bounds by Longley.
So the Crusaders will still have, the Vikings, will still have the ball underneath.
Missouri Valley ball, tied at 40. Vikings led at halftime. Led by 3, 38-35. They wipe up some perspiration on the floor. So now Dasha Ivanova will inbound under her own basket as the Vikes will try to regain the lead. Now she gets it out to McCoy. Dee around the screen. 9 on the shot clock. Dee goes down the baseline. They're going to call a block that time on Regine Brown. So Regine went to the ground looking for the offensive foul, but they say she wasn't set. I think that's a good call. They call a blocking foul, so it'll be the Viking ball out of bounds. A fresh 30 on the shot clock. Ivanova looking. He almost throws it away, but Ramsey runs it down. Petkova crashes in with the left hand, and Veronica took too many steps. Petkova got the ball ahead of the key, took it down the left side with the left hand, but shuffled those feet. They say she walks. It goes back to Evangel with 6:12 left to play in the third quarter.
Better guard Longley. She hit that last 3, and she could get hot.
Outside to Brown. Regine puts up a jumper. Good. Okay. That's a 2. Regine Brown knocks down. That's her 18th point of the game, and that gives Evangel, Ken, that's her first lead in a long time. McCoy on the right wing. Dee skip pass. Oh, nice pass as Ramsey gets it down to Petkova, but Veronica can't get it underneath the Ward, up and in. A great pass that time by Ivanova as Ivanova finds Petkova loose underneath. Veronica lays it in, ties this thing back up at 42 apiece, 5.5 in the third. Now Swanson, good defense by Ramsey. Swanson misses the shot. Here comes Ashley Ward. Head of the key, Petkova. Vikes can regain the lead if they can get a basket here. Petkova goes baseline. Flips it up. Missed it, but she's fouled. Is that going to be on Swanson, I think, maybe? Yep, they call that on Allison Swanson. As she hammers Veronica Petkova on the drive, so that'll put Veronica on the line for 2 shots. Veronica, again, is a junior out of Montana, Bulgaria. I guess they pronounce that Montana over in Bulgaria. I'm not sure.
Idea.
Could be Montana or a lot of things.
No
really.
idea.
And the first shot is up and in, so Petkova buries the first one. She's got 4 points in the game. She'll have 1 more here. Tries to once again give the Vikings a 2-point lead. Second shot by VP. Good. So Petkova buries both. The Vikings have scored the last 4 points of the game. Here come the Crusaders. Now Farmer, who's back in, throws it away, taken away by Petkova. Veronica ahead to Ramsey. Ramsey to McCoy, head of the key. Didi will set the offense now. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. McCoy, skip pass across to Ramsey. Down low to Ward. Ashley go. Ashley looks like a lot of contact there, no call. Here's Farmer, wide open on the other end. She lays it in. We're going to be tied again.
Good job by Regine Brown. She could have taken a layup, but Farmer was ahead of her, so she gave her the ball. It was even an easier shot.
Now McCoy, Didi tries to go through a double team. I think they're going to say she traveled.
Tried to force her way through the head and shoulder fake, get it through a double team and walked with it. Meyer comes in now, and Tessa Ramsey will leave, and looks like Paige Patterson back in for the Crusaders. Tie game at 44.
Didi, she does so well, tried to take it right to the rack that time, but there were 2 girls in the way. She tried to go right between, but had to take an extra step in doing so as Alexis Boyd Lockett gets set to check back into the Valley lineup. Now Longley goes to the corner. Now the ball knocked away, taken away by Ashley Ward. Good steal by Ashley that time for the Vikings. Ashley across the timeline with a left-hand dribble. Into the corner to Ivanova. Now they call something away from the ball. Is that on the Vikings?
It's on Didi.
Wow. Didi McCoy, I guess, pushed off underneath. That's going to be Didi's second foul. As now Ivanova will come out. Alexis Boyd Lockett, the senior out of St. Paul, Minnesota, checks into the Viking lineup.
4:07 to go in this quarter. They're all tied at 44.
Have not settled a thing yet. Now bringing it across is Maddie Johnson, who's checked in for Evangel. Outside to Hancock. Hancock picked up by Petkova. Wraparound pass down to Farmer. Farmer, oh, beautiful pass. Farmer was double teamed that time, and then she found wide open underneath Paige Patterson. Farmer dished her. That was a good pass that time.
She was double teamed. She knew somebody had to be open, and it was Patterson.
Evangel goes back up by a deuce. Now Lockett. Lockett hit of the key to Meyer. Haley with a left-hand drive off the glass. Bangs around, comes off. Now Petkova fights for the offensive rebound. It goes ahead to McCoy. Didi scoops good. Give Petkova credit that time. Veronica Petkova kept that ball alive, battled for the offensive rebound. Didi picked it up, took it to the glass. Didi's got 12. We're tied at 46. Vikes on the defensive end. They're in that man-to-man. Down to Farmer. Head of the key, it comes to Johnson. Her deep three for Evangel. Bangs off, no good. Rebound to Ashley Ward.
Ashley's had a good game defensively.
46-46, under 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Ward goes all the way underneath, tried a reversal and missed him. Ashley kind of frustrated with that shot. Back out to Farmer in the corner. A 3 out of the corner. This one misses. Rebound Lockett. That last shot taken by Hancock. Ahead to Petkova. Petkova goes all the way to the rack, up too strong. So Petkova, nice job taking the ball to the rack, just could not finish. So been deadlocked at 46 for a couple of possessions down the floor. There's a deep three by Regine Brown. Bangs off the rim.
Ooh, look out.
And now McCoy and Ashley Ward battle for it. Comes away. Now Ward gets a steal. Good job by Ashley.
Ward 14 points, 4 rebounds, and probably about 4 steals in this game. Good game for her.
Haley Meyer on the right side. Thinks about a 3. Now dribbles back and gets a hit of the key to McCoy. Didi will set the offense. Didi pulls up for a three, and she's fouled on the shot. So that should be 3 free throws right there for Didi McCoy. As Regine Brown whacks her on the arm on the shot, and that'll be Regine's 3rd foul. It's her 4th, I guess. I thought that was only 3, but they've got her for 4 fouls. So Regine Brown with 4 fouls. And that'll put Didi McCoy on the line for 2 shots with 1:53 to go in the 3rd quarter, tied at 46. First shot, good. What else is new, folks? Didi will have 2 more here. You would think Regine Brown will probably come out of the lineup right now, but I haven't seen Coach Leon Neal getting anybody up yet. McCoy knocks down the second one. Wow. Now 4 new players coming in for the Vikings. Swisegood, Peterson, Sierra Adams, and Tessa Ramsey will check in for Didi McCoy if Didi makes this free throw. Haley Meyer stays on the court. 3rd shot by McCoy. Bingo. How many is that in a row, Ken?
Well, that is now, what, 20? She's 5. What is she tonight? 6 for 6?
Yep, just add 3 to the total.
So 25 straight.
I've got her at 7 for 7.
7 for 7.
Yep.
So she's 26.
Wow.
26 straight free throws now in competition.
Made up her mind she wasn't going to miss another one, and she hasn't so far. I'm sure she will someday, but quite a streak. All right, 1:46 left to play. Vikings up by 3. Let's see if we can close this quarter out in style. Johnson, lob down low. Good backdoor cut by Farmer. And Farmer, they got the ball over the top. Good pass by Maddie Johnson. Farmer lays it in to make it a 1-point game. 1.5 minutes left. Right wing, Haley Meyer. Meyer goes baseline. Pulls up for a 12-footer. Bags around. Oh, nice job. They're going to call an offense or a rebounding foul on Devin Swisegood.
Devin can crash. He didn't have the ball, but crashed into, I think, Farmer or else Paige Patterson.
Devin got the ball, but also got a lot of Paige Patterson that time. Ball back to Evangel. Deep 3 by Farmer off the right wing. Good. Wow, I tell you. Mackenzie Farmer, what a difference she's made in this game. Mackenzie Farmer buries a 3. She's got 14 points. And Ken, I think she's been the person that's made the difference for Evangel tonight.
Wow, and they jump back on top. 51-49.
They've scored 5 in a row. Farmer scored all 5. Over to Swisegood, down in the corner to Sierra Adams. Under a minute to play in the quarter. Sierra Adams fakes a 3, now puts one up, head of the key, missed it. Rebound, Paige Patterson. So Evangel on a 5-0 run. They've got the ball with 36 seconds left and a 2-point lead. Patterson, left-hand dribble. Lobs down low for Farmer. Into the corner. Back out Johnson. Maddie Johnson, head fake. Ooh, blocked by Swisegood. Good play by Devin as Devin got the block with 19 seconds. Here comes Alexis Boyd Lockett. She scoops one up and missed it. Lockett tried the scoop shot from about 5 feet away, banged it off the board. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Evangel ball, 4. Deep 3 by Patterson, just ahead of the buzzer, bangs off the backboard, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. So the Evangel Crusaders, who trailed by 3 at halftime, 38-35, have come back with a very strong 3rd quarter and have taken a 51-49 lead.
I think they went on a little run there to end that.
5-0 run. Farmer scored the last 5 points of the half.
Well, Didi's coming back in. Ward, starting 5's coming back in. Ivanova and Ramsey. So they got a little break, and they're all going to check in here to start the 4th quarter. Vikings now shooting. That percentage went down in that quarter. They're down to 37%, 17 out of 46. And Evangel hanging in there above 40%, 43%. At 23 out of 53. Vikings, again, very good from the free throw line. 12 out of 14, 86%. And 50%, just 1 out of 2. Only 2 free throws shot by the Crusaders tonight. Vikings have 10 turnovers. The Crusaders have 13. So it's just a pretty good game. Ashley Ward leading in rebounds with 5, leading with points with 15.
Okay, just a little bit of trivia. When these two teams played in Springfield before Christmas, they were tied 34-34 at half. The Vikings had a huge third quarter, took a 58-46 lead. They outscored Evangel by 12 in that third quarter, then held on down the stretch for that 4-point win. Tonight it was the Vikings up by 3 at halftime, but Evangel with a big third quarter is taking a 2-point lead. So let's look for a big fourth quarter out of the Vikings. Let's get this home win. All right, outside, Ivanova. As Ken said, the starting lineup back in for the Vikings. Ivanova, Petkova, Ramsey, McCoy, and Ward. Now Petkova goes baseline. Outside to Ramsey. Tessa hands head of the key to McCoy. Dede fakes a three. Picked up out there by Williams. Now Dede pulls up for a jumper. Off the right side. No good. Missed it. Good look that time. But just banged it off the right side.
Well, anytime she gets an open shot, she needs to take it.
She's got to take it. You've got to see her do that. She's starting to shoot the ball more from the outside now. There's a deep three head of the key. Good. And that's buried by Allison Gerald. That's her first basket of the game as Gerald buries one from the head of the key beyond the arc. That might be Evangel's biggest lead. They lead by 5. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Ramsey, jump shot for the Vikings, good. Good pass by Dede McCoy. Tessa Ramsey got it outside, banged it up there. That's her 4th point. Cuts the lead to 3. Good to see Tessa was open. She knocked it down. And Gerald with another 3. This one misses. Rebound Ivanova. 3-point game. Just under 9 minutes left in regulation. Petkova gets it back to Ivanova. Ivanova, stop and go dribble back to Veronica. Veronica takes it to the right wing. Head of the key, it comes to Dasha. Dasha on the left wing. Ramsey for the tie, a 3, missed it. Offensive rebound, Ivanova, the smallest girl on the court, but now she's tied up. Somebody got a hand in for Evangel, tied Dasha up, and with the alternate possession rule, the ball will go back to Evangel. 8:24 left to play in the game, 54-51. The Evangel Crusaders, they come in at 6. They're 7-11 in conference play. The Vikings 6-11. So this is a big game in terms of standing for both teams. Now Farmer into Williams, down low. Good pass. Oh, Patterson missed a crip.
Wow.
Good job of interior passing. Paige Patterson missed a wide open shot down low.
Did everything right but miss a 2-foot shot.
Petkova on the wing to McCoy. Now Veronica backs it outside to Ashley Ward. Ward goes right wing. Head of the key to Dede. Back to Ramsey. Left wing to Ivanova. 7 on the shot clock. We have to do something pretty quickly here. There's a 3 by Petkova. Good. Ball danced on the rim and then went in. That ball danced for the longest of time, but that was a big 3 by Petkova. We're tied again this time at 54. Mike's on a 5-0 run now. Gerald Johnson down low to Farmer. Farmer spins inside. Had it partially blocked. Rebound Petkova. Ahead to Ivanova for the lead. Got it. So good job, and Coach Leon Neal. I thought he was going to take a timeout. I guess not. The Vikes have scored the last 7. As Petkova got it ahead to Ivanova. Dasha put it in. Now the other end. Evangel misses. Dede McCoy gets a rebound.
Well, he's got to get Swanson back in that lineup. I think that's what he's going to try to do here.
Under 7 minutes left to play in this one. Vikes have regained a 2-point lead. Oh, Ramsey inside. Oh, too hard off the glass. Boy, Tessa had a good look that time. Just banked it too hard off the board. We could have used that with Gerald. Left wing to Maddie Johnson. Johnson fakes a 3. Now, let's see, Longley's out right now, as is Swanson, the 2 leading scorers on this team normally. Both on the bench. Left wing, Farmer. Farmer comes around a screen, hands back to Gerald. Now Farmer puts up a 3. That's off. That was right ahead of the shot clock buzzer, so good defense by the Vikings. And we speak of the Devil, the 3 big guns offensively on this team. Taylor Longley, Allison Swanson, and Regine Brown all come back in for Evangel.
Well, 6:12 to go. They'll be fresh for the final stretch run here, and they trail by 2, so let's see if the Vikings can hold them off.
Vikings have scored the last 7 points. They trailed by 5 not that long ago. Now Haley Meyer, high post. Haley, a little bit of a weave out front. Haley looking for somebody to pass to. Now gets it down low to Dede. Dede hands to Petkova. Veronica's baseline jumper. Good. Dee McCoy gets it on the wing to Petkova. Petkova knocks it down. Veronica has 5 points this quarter. She's had a big second half. Outside now to Longley. It's a 4-point Viking lead. They've scored the last 9. Swanson, double team. Deep three by Longley. Missed it. Rebound Ivanova. Ahead to a wide open Ward. Ashley had it knocked out of bounds, and I think Regine Brown just fouled out of the game.
Yep. Nothing she could do. She tried to block the shot. That was going to be an easy two. So Regine Brown had a big game. 18 points.
16 of those in the first half, and she's gone for the night. And she, like you said, Ken, really could not do much there. All she had to do is try to track Ashley Ward down. She fouled Ash, and that's going to put Ward, the senior out of Springdale, Arkansas, on the line for 2 shots. Ashley tonight is 3 out of 3 so far. First shot is good. So the Vikes continue to shoot very well from the charity stripe. That's 14 points in the game for Ashley. She'll have 1 more here. Second shot rolls around and misses. 59-54. Vikings have scored 10 in a row, Ken. They were down by 5. They've scored the last 10. They're up by 5 right now. Now Swanson, they try to lob the ball into Swanson. She turns. The ball bounces off her foot out of bounds. So just over 5 minutes left to play. Missouri Valley ahead by 5 with the ball. Now Coach Leon Neal wants a timeout. So timeout Evangel, 5:09 left. Vikings on top by 5.
Well, let's take a look at some of the numbers for you as we are at the end of, approaching the end of this regulation. Just 5 minutes to go in it. Evangel shooting 41%, now 24 out of 59. And Missouri Valley almost 40%, 21 out of 53. The Vikings 44% from beyond the arc. Just 25%, 5 out of 20 from beyond 3 for Evangel. So that part of their game not working tonight. Again, they've only shot 2 free throws. And the Vikings are 13 out of 16. Rebounding edge to the Crusaders, 34-27. Vikings have turned it over 10 times, and that's good for the Vikings. 15 turnovers for Evangel. Ward, 16 points and 6 rebounds to lead the Vikings. And for the Crusaders, Brown, 18 points. Of course, she's fouled out. Swanson has 9, Hancock 4.
They have Ashley with 16. You say I've only got
16.
her with 14.
Yeah,
So I must have missed one somewhere.
She has 16 points. 59-54, Vikings by 5 with 5:09 to go. A lot of possessions.
Okay, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Viking ball. We come back. It'll be Vikings ball down in the far end. They'll have to inbound and come the length of the floor. They lead at 59-54. They trailed 54-49 not all that long ago. As again, they reeled off 10 straight. There's a press by Evangel. Now Longley gets in the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be Viking ball. Sierra Adams, Deidre McCoy, Ashley Ward, Veronica Petkova, and Haley Meyer, the 5 on the floor for the Vikings right now. Now Dee gets it across the timeline. Under 5 minutes to play. Dee guarded outside by Williams. Gets it to Sierra Adams on the right wing. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Head of the key to Meyer. Now Meyer gets it back out to Petkova. Down to 8, 7. Veronica fakes. Tries to get it into McCoy. Had it taken away now. Ball stolen away by Maddie Johnson. Here come the Crusaders.
Good defensive possession.
Johnson ahead to Longley. Hancock on the left wing. Now spins it head of the key over to Maddie Johnson. Guarded by Sierra Adams. Williams down low. Oh, nice pass. And Williams misses an easy shot. Gets a rebound, though. Throws it ahead to Hancock. Hancock up and in. That's the first basket of the game for Randy Hancock. She averages almost 4 points a game. Makes it a 3-point game. Meyer, skip pass over to Veronica. Petkova drives on to Hancock. Back outside Meyer. Down low to Ward. Ashley up and in. Nice pass that time as Haley Meyer gets it down to Ashley Ward. Give Ashley 18 in the game. 61-56, Missouri Valley. Vikes have led most of the way. They trailed by 5 not that long ago, but they've been in, I don't say they've been in command, but they've been ahead most of the way. Now, good job by Haley Meyer as Allison Swanson tries to turn around jumper inside, and Haley Meyer swats it away.
Good job by Haley. Stayed on her feet. Gave up an inch or two, but she was able to knock that one out.
So it will be Crusader ball underneath. They get it in the corner to Hancock. Hancock head of the key to Farmer. Farmer drives inside, throws up an off-balance shot, missed it, but got her offensive rebound. Back to Longley, her three good. And Ken, you don't want to let her heat up. Taylor Longley did not score in the first half. She buried 1-3 in the third quarter, then just knocked that one down from the left wing. And real quickly, Coach Leon Neal of Evangel takes a timeout. So with 3:25 left to play, Vikings ahead by 2.
Well, Tim Dixon is not happy with his team, and what he's talking about is rebounding, because you remember early in the game they missed a rebound on a missed free throw. It led to a basket, and here you're up by 4. Time winding down. You can't get a rebound. They hit a 3. You're up by 5. They hit a 3, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game.
And really a terrible shot that time by Mackenzie Farmer. She was off balance, but somehow she got her own offensive rebound. Kicked it out to Longley, and Longley buried it.
Well, Longley keeps shooting them. She has only hit 2 of them, but again, you don't want her to warm up. Longley on the season from beyond the arc is a 35% shooter. She's taken 100 of them this year, about 104 of them now, but hit 2 big ones tonight.
There's pressure by Evangel. The Vikings break it. They get across with McCoy. Down to 3:19 left to play in the game. Looks like a little zone by the Crusaders here. Now the ball knocked away. Farmer. Here come the Crusaders. Farmer on the left wing now throws it right by Taylor Longley out of bounds.
Wow, that was a break.
Yeah, it looks like Evangel had a 3-on-2 break that time, and just a bad pass from Mackenzie Farmer to Taylor Longley. Vikings get it back, 3 minutes left. Come on, ladies, need a basket here. McCoy. Head of the key to Sierra Adams. Sierra, right wing, Meyer. Back to Sierra against that Evangel zone. Evangel playing it tight in the middle. Right wing, Meyer down to 7 on the shot clock. Deep 3 by Adams, head of the key. Banged off the board, no good, but a nice offensive rebound, Ashley Ward. And that's it. It's a shot clock violation. I guess that shot by Sierra Adams did not hit the rim. It banged off the side. Ashley Ward got the offensive rebound, but the Vikes did not get a shot. So with 2.5 minutes left, it's I guess you call that a turnover. So it goes back to the Crusaders with Missouri Valley up 61-59. Annette Peterson comes in. Ashley Ward goes out.
We're down to 2:31.
All right. Vikes need a defensive stop here. Another close game between these two teams. What else is new? Now inside to Swanson, up and in. So they got the lob pass down low to Allison Swanson. She's got 12. We're tied. It's 61 with just over 2 minutes left. Now McCoy takes it right wing. Head of the key to Peterson. Sierra Adams, high post Petkova. In the left wing to McCoy, right in front of Coach Tim Dixon. In the baseline, Meyer, jump shot, Haley. Oh, I thought that was down. That got down, and then it rolled out. Bad luck, bad shooting luck that time for Haley Meyer. And now the ball's thrown out of bounds. They say one of the Vikings touched it, I guess. So it'll stay with Evangel. Under 2 minutes, 1:46 left to play in regulation. All tied, 61 apiece. Vikes led by 3 at halftime. Evangel led by 2 at the end of the third quarter, so it's been that kind of game throughout. Head of the key to Longley, fakes a 3. Right wing, deep 3 off the right side. That's good. That's by Mackenzie Farmer. And that's a big shot as Farmer buries one. Wow. I've got her at 17 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point lead for the Crusaders.
Evangel by 3, 1:21 left to play. Head of the key to Peterson. Peterson right wing to Petkova. Over to Adams. McCoy on the baseline. Skip pass. Right wing. Petkova down to 9 on the shot clock. A 3 by Adams for the tie. Missed it. Nice offensive rebound by Petkova. And now they're going to say, well, they got a timeout. I think Coach Tim Dixon calls a timeout. So Adams missed the 3 off the left wing, but a nice offensive rebound by Veronica Petkova to keep the possession alive. And Tim Dixon takes a timeout. 1:02 left to play, and on the strength of a three by Mackenzie Farmer, Evangel's grabbed a 3-point lead.
And I would say if the Crusaders hang on to win this thing, you'd have to say that Mackenzie Farmer, even though Swanson and Regine Brown had big games, Mackenzie Farmer off the bench, she averages 5-6 a game.
Yep.
She has 17
points. Yeah, she's had a big game. And she's knocked down 2 from beyond the arc. It just seems like when they've needed a bucket, they've gone her direction, and she has delivered. All right, it's going to be Viking ball. We come back, 1:02 left, as we said. So let's see what Coach Tim Dixon, what Coach Tom Hebb have drawn up on the board for an offensive inbound play for the Vikings. Meyer to inbound. Gets it head of the key to Peterson. Annette. Skip pass over to Adams. Deep three by Peterson. Head of the key, off the rim, missed it. And a rebound comes out to Patterson, and she's going to be fouled, I believe.
Well, Ashley Ward was out for the last about 3 possessions. She's going to come in back into the game now. But
I thought that was a foul, but I guess it's just a timeout.
Yeah,
So timeout, I think Evangel, as Annette Peterson had a good look from the three-point line from the head of the key. Bounced it off the left side. Evangel got the rebound, so it'll be Crusader ball, 51.5 seconds left, and they have a 3-point lead.
Wow. And give them credit. They were up by 2 at the end of the third quarter. There's been a lot of points scored in this quarter. The Vikings have scored 12 and 13 scored for the Crusaders, but they have that. This is a big possession. Vikings need a stop here down by 3. They can't really afford to go 2 possessions down.
I'll tell you what, though, Ken, in today's game, 51.5 seconds can be an eternity.
Yes, yeah. We saw that the other day at Baker in the men's game. 20 seconds could be an eternity. But the Vikings held on to win that one.
Vikings have led most of the way right here. They, as we said, they led by 3 at halftime, trailed by a deuce at the end of the third quarter, and then it's been seesaw back and forth here in this final period. So let's see how this thing closes out. It'll be Evangel ball. They'll have to go the length of the floor.
Men's game will follow this one, probably right around 7:30. This one, unless it goes to overtime, will get over around 7 or 7:05. So we're probably right around 7:30 for the start of the men's game.
I tell you what, these two women's teams, we've said it several times, but they've had some battles in the last several years, and this is holding up to true form here tonight. All right, it's going to be Evangel ball right in front of the Viking bench. Looks like the Vikes will apply a little bit of pressure.
Need a steal.
Now they get the ball into Longley. Longley guarded by McCoy. Longley gets it across the timeline, and McCoy's going to foul her. So Dee McCoy picks up, I believe, that's her third foul, I think.
But, you know, this is hurting the Vikings now because that's only their first foul of the quarter. So now they're going to have to do it again and again and again. So really it hurts them right now not having any fouls.
Each team has only one foul. Now Haley Meyer runs into Allison Swanson. So Haley picks up that's her first foul. Or second, I guess. That's Haley's second. Again, still, that's only the second team foul on the Vikings, so still several to give.
Gonna have to do that 3 more times.
They get it now, they foul again. Now Sierra Adams pushes Allison Swanson in the back, so Sierra, that's her first. That's the third team foul. Evangel inbound again, 45.9 seconds left. They get it into Farmer. Now Farmer's fouled by Ashley Ward.
But again, all that took about 10 seconds off the clock, so that helped the Crusaders. By the way, they're a 69% free throw shooting team, in case you're wondering, because they'll be shooting some here in just a moment.
I think we had 51.5 seconds when this foul flurry started. Now Crusaders make a bad pass, but Swanson tracks it down. Now Swanson has it knocked away, taken away by the Vikings. So the fouling scenario pays off. 30 seconds left to play, Missouri Valley ball. Down by 3, and Coach Tim Dixon takes a timeout.
Well, again, as I always say, you don't need the 3 right now, but you need to score in a hurry. 28 seconds to go. You don't have time. If you're not going to take the 3, you got to get it inside. I'm saying Ashley Ward, get her to the ball, let her drive to the basket right now.
Well,
that or take
kind of surprised. Coach Leon Neal had Allison Swanson, the big girl, come out front, handle the ball. She's a good player, but not really a good ball handler. And Vikings knocked that one away and got the steal. So we got 28 seconds left to play. It'll be Missouri Valley ball. So in all that flurry, the Vikings picked up 4 quick fouls, and then finally got a steal. So I guess you'd say that was probably a pretty good defensive sequence right there for Valley. And it's going to be Sierra Adams, Deidre McCoy, Ashley Ward, Haley Meyer, and Veronica Petkova, the 5 on the floor right now for the Vikings. So they'll inbound right in front of their own bench. See, we need a 3. Don't really need a 3 now. Just get a basket.
Need a basket in a hurry. Don't take
Meyer.
too much time.
Ooh, almost throws that one into the back court. McCoy. Didi, left-hand dribble. Right wing. 3 by Adams off the right wing. Good! Sierra Adams knocks down a 3 from the right wing, and Coach Tim Dixon takes a timeout. What a big shot by Sierra Adams. Sierra only has 2 baskets in the game, Ken, but they've been huge. She hit that first one from just inside of midcourt at the end of the first quarter, and then steps up very confidently and buries a 3 from the right wing to tie this game up with 18.2 seconds left.
You said it right, very confidently. She had the shot. She didn't hesitate. She knocked it down. So the Vikings use the fouls. They get the turnover, and now they hit the 3. And let's see what the Crusaders will do. If they'll go for the last shot here. Remember, the Vikings now the foul situation hurts us because you can't foul again. They're going to be at the line shooting too.
Yeah. And they can foul. They need to foul. They can. They only have 1 foul here in this fourth quarter. That's why I don't like this rule.
Yeah.
This is a game where the 1-and-1 can make a big difference.
Make a big difference. Now Dasha Ivanova checks back in. All right, Crusaders will have to go the length of the floor. And you could bet number 45, Allison Swanson, or Farmer, one of those two is going to figure into this play somewhere.
Yeah, Regine Brown, who had 18 points in the game, she's already fouled out of the game. So the Vikings have Petkova, Ivanova, McCoy, Meyer, and Ashley Ward on the floor. Now they get the ball into Longley. Got to stay on her. 15 seconds. Longley across the timeline. Head of the key to Farmer. Right wing, it comes to Hancock. Down to 7 seconds. Longley down to 5, 4. Hancock into the lane. Puts one up just ahead of the buzzer. Hit it. Hits one just at the buzzer. Randy Hancock hits about a 14-footer right at the buzzer. And Evangel comes into Marshall. And they're going to come out here with a 66-64 win.
Well, there's not much you can do about it. They may check the monitor here to see if there's any time left. I don't think so.
That's only, Ken, I think, is that her first basket of the game?
No, she had 2. She had
one more, didn't she? Had one more basket, didn't she?
Well, they're going to have to go upstairs and check the monitor, but I can tell you right now, it's good.
I think she shot it ahead of the buzzer.
Well, the ball went in. If there's any time left, it's going to be like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll take a break. They're going to have to head upstairs. Our table monitor not working tonight, so we go upstairs, and Chaz Maddie will let them take a look. And I'm pretty sure the basket's good. We know that. They're just checking.
Really, it looked like a good possession for the Vikings. Yeah. I didn't think Evangel was going to get a shot away. And Hancock, maybe the person on the floor you least expected to take that final shot. She dribbled right into the middle, flipped it up, and kind of danced around on the rim a little bit and dropped in. So bad break for the Vikings.
And again, late in the game, they'll check it. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. But as far as we saw it from here, it looks like it's good. If there's any time left, it'd be maybe 0.3 seconds. Yeah. That'd be about it. We'll be back in a minute.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Final score, as they do indicate now that the basket is good, and we told you it would be. So the final score now, 66-64. Tim Dixon sits down, coach ball games. So man, these are never easy. I thought you had a great defensive possession there, and all of a sudden Randy Hancock comes out of nowhere and hits the shot on you.
Yeah. What can I say? You know, we just, I don't know what we did. But, well, you know, the kids played hard. I don't know what we did defensively, and it's a tough way to lose. And, you know, it's, you know, hats off to them. They hit a shot when they needed to. So, you know, congrats to Evangel. And I love Coach Neal and his wife. And, you know, it's a tough loss.
Well, Sierra Adams. How about Sierra coming off the bench? Now, tell me about that last play when she tied the game. You were going for the three. I didn't know if you were going for the three.
Well,
or not,
we ran a
specific
specific motion, just kind of have a little flare action on the strong side, and then so they all came over defensively, and we skipped it to her, and she took a wide open shot, which is what the play is designed to do. So hats off to her. She hit a big shot to tie it up, and you know we got out rebounded. You know, I don't even know what the rebound 38-29. So. You know, tough way to lose, but hats off to Evangel. You know, and you know we're in trouble, and we need to win Saturday, and for us to, you know, hopefully make playoffs and go from there. So.
Boy, these are tough ones, though, Coach. There's no question. I thought your team played hard tonight.
They did. All right.
So thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, guys.
Tim Dixon joins us, and those are tough ones. There's no question about it. Did you play that hard and come up with a loss? Let's go over the scoring real quickly. We'll take a look at the scoring of this game, and then we'll get you ready for the men's game. Joe, how about the scoring?
Well, for the Vikings, 2 players in double figures. Ashley Ward led the way with 18. Deidre McCoy with 15, as they've been all year the leading scorers on this team. 9 points for Veronica Petkova. 6 points in the game for Sierra Adams, including that big 3 with less than a minute to go to tie the game up. 5 points by Haley Meyer. 4 points in the game for Tessa Ramsey, and then 2 points each, Ken. I've got 2 points each for Dasha Ivanova and Devin Swisegood to round out scoring for the Vikings. For Evangel, the leading 3 girls in double figures, Regine Brown, 18 before she fouled out midway through the 4th quarter. 15 for Mackenzie Farmer. I'd say she was the difference in the game. Really came off the bench, and she was 6 out of 11 from the floor. Like I say, she wound up with 15 points. 12 for Allison Swanson, 6 points for Taylor Longley, 4 each for Randy Hancock, Samantha Williams, and Paige Patterson, and then 3 for Allison Gerald. But just a tough loss. We knew that game would go right down to the wire. It did, and this time it goes the way of the Crusaders.
Yeah, unfortunately for Viking fans, that last shot was the Viking win. But a good ball game. Congratulations to the Crusaders. They now are 2 games up on the Vikings in the standings. They're 8-11. Missouri Valley 6-12 after that loss. Well, Joe and I are going to take a quick break. We'll be back, and it'll be about 25 minutes after 7. Come on back on the Viking Sports Network, and we will have the men's game. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, and Human Service Division of Missouri Valley College for the private use of our audience. And your retransmission of the use of the content of this broadcast without the express written consent of Missouri Valley College is prohibited. Big thanks to everyone at Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram for providing transportation for Joe and I when we're on the road covering Missouri Valley athletic events. Our next one, by the way, on the road will be Saturday. We'll be back with game number 2 in about 20 minutes.